that's the challenge with technology, is that people have a single job, but they've lost sight of what the goal is. So they're just sitting there making sure the email has the right HTML or that the ad creative has the right pixels in it.
Yeah.
But they've lost the opportunity to tie that to what the consumer is actually going through.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the final stretch of Possible. It's day 3. We're almost out of here, but we've got another great interview for you before we leave. Christian Monberg is the Chief Technical Officer for Zeta. How was your week?
Week has been nonstop. A lot of excitement here. A lot of people here this year.
Yep.
A lot of growth possible. And a lot of talk about AI.
Yeah,
so
of
trying
course.
to understand what everybody means when they say AI is like decoding a magic ring. Really.
Yep. And you guys have launched your own platform, Athena. Is that what it's called?
Athena.
Yeah. So tell us about the branding maybe a little bit. Love to hear the name and what does Athena do for your customer set?
Sure. So we'll start with the Goddess of Wisdom.
Let's go.
That's
I
an
like
easy
that.
one.
That's cool.
Works well with Zeta. We had been working on Athena and what Athena means for marketers, which I'll get into for a number of years. We launched something called
Before
Zoe.
it was sexy.
Yeah, we launched Zoe, which is the
V1
V1 in 2019.
Wow. Okay.
And
back when it was machine learning versus the AI branding of everything.
It was, but we saw it coming. Google had written their papers. They had put out the right technology. You could see where it was going. So fast forward now, Athena is a super intelligent agent. What's unique about Athena is that you can talk to her.
Yeah.
So it's all voice
So it is
exploration.
conversational, it's prompt-based, it works the way that LLMs work in the hands of consumers.
It works the way our brains work.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of time, we've had an enduring need to tell stories, to talk to one another, and to communicate. So Athena has that modality.
That's amazing.
Second, Athena isn't just one agent; it's encompassing the whole system.
Interesting.
And so that means you can ask really complex questions. In the world of marketing, people, for one reason or another, are mired in how did my campaign do yesterday? That's as complex of a
they
question.
want optimization opportunities in real time, and they want to be able to slice and dice into micro moments so they can understand the nuances.
Totally, and the interdependencies.
Yep.
And that's the challenge with technology, is that people have a single job, but they've lost sight of what the goal is. So they're just sitting there making sure the email has the right HTML or that the ad creative has the right pixels in it.
Yeah.
But they've lost the opportunity to tie that to what the consumer is actually going through. And so you need a big data foundation underneath Athena to make it work.
Yeah.
But that's what we've launched. It's been a big part of what we've been talking to customers about here. We've done a lot of demos, kind of nonstop, through a few different tracks for different buyers here. And I think the event has been incredible. I was a little bit skeptical. Is it going to be all vendors?
Have you been before?
I have not, but
Okay.
my team gives me a full readout every
course.
year. So you just don't know what the mix is going to be.
Yep.
And this year's been really productive for both existing customers and new prospects along the way. Again, blown away by the match of vendors and brands having really productive conversations.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I feel like last year it was a little concentrated. They've spread it out a little bit more so it doesn't feel so claustrophobic with salespeople out in the lobby, but feels like it's more, a lot more attendees, but a lot more meaningful distribution of people that made the flow feel a little bit better. It was a little claustrophobic last year.
Yeah. My only real criticism is maybe the music was a little bit too loud last night.
Let's go. So obviously this is a big moment for you guys. How did you show up for your customers, for your prospects, but the industry at large this week? What did you do to rise above the clutter?
Well, it started long before this week,
Yep.
and it's all about relationships. I was really blessed to work with an incredible team here at Zeta that builds real relationships based off
We've
of...
had Ed on the show before, great guy. Spent a lot of time with Matthias on the road. He's a great ambassador for you guys, so you guys got a solid team.
Yeah, we've got a great team. So those relationships are in place, and it led to really profound conversations here. We have a number of activations around the space, which is important for being at an event like this. Three things stuck out to me. Number one, the Athena suite, we've been doing demos nonstop, like I mentioned earlier.
So actually getting people into the product, and sometimes that's hard to do at a trade show. It's more, build a relationship and set the demo up later, but you got to do a lot of product showcasing this week.
We are show, not tell.
That's great.
And that's true when we work with our customers too. It's like If you want to see something, get in the platform. If you want the username and password, you can do it yourself. No magic there. We had a great activation outside, which is where a lot of the business happened. So great bar in the back by the beach, and an area in the corner where meaningful conversations happen. But the third, and maybe the most important, is just running into people from across the industry. In the elevator.
The hallway, the water cooler conversations.
Yep. That's it. That's the goal. And so I think the combination is uniquely valuable at a venue like this with different types of spaces that you can interact in.
Awesome. Did you guys get to execute any thought leadership? Did you or any of your colleagues get to grace any stages,
Absolutely.
have conversations with a one-to-many?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Our founder, CEO, chairman, David Steinberg, led a couple of these. In fact, just a couple hours ago, he was on stage with several other industry luminaries that represent the brand side and the agency side, and talked about the future of ad tech, where it's going, and how AI is shaping that.
Did you get out into the mix at all and attend any thought leader sessions yourself? Anything that was standout that is exciting that you're bringing back to the teams?
Yeah, so I tried to drop in between conversations into a few.
It's hard.
And when you do walk into one of those, somebody sees you and they say, "Hey, can you chat?" The things that stood out this year is a lot of discussion about AI. I think the industry as a whole is. Some are holding on for dear life, others are blazing trail, trying to figure out what this means for their customers and ultimately what it means for business value. Zeta has a very opinionated approach to it.
POV.
But we're also trying to invent some of this stuff at the same time. The technology is not mature, and it touches every aspect of an organization.
Yeah, that's awesome. So from a CTO perspective, what do you think the next year looks like? I feel like last year was just AI. This year it felt like it was transitioning into agents and the agentic interface, which we talked a little bit about, the fact that you can actually use the Zeta platform in a prompt-based way, talk to your data, essentially ask it questions. What do you think the future holds as this continues to evolve?
Well, it's not going to be equal for all that choose to go after it. I think we're going to see a lot more adoption. Seeing is believing in the AI world. Getting back to the show, not tell. And you even see that with individuals in a team. You finally sit two engineers together or two marketers together, one person that's really steeped in it, and the other person has a eureka moment. They capture the lightning in the bottle. For the industry, I think that we'll see a combination of some platforms starting to mature to enterprise scale. We're going to see a lot of false starts as well. An agent isn't enough. It's just a feature. It's like you've been in marketing. Like you go buy a DCO plugin, like a vendor that does DCO. That's not a platform. It's a feature.
Yeah.
And so agents and a lot of interpretations of AI end up being features. And I think what we'll see this year and next year, probably more notably next year, is a move towards operating systems where things really are connected, and agentic workflows aren't about trying to solve one dynamic creative challenge. It's about trying to solve bigger business intelligence problems and apply those quickly so that they can learn quickly. The third chapter of that is going to have to follow with organizational change. There's a ton of it. Brands are really nervous about it. They're not sure how to navigate that yet. CEOs don't even know how to talk about it.
You see adoption still be a little bit tentative from the brand side?
Like all things, there's fast early adopters that are in it every day. They're learning it. And some of those early adopters are 19 years old. Some of them are 55-year-old CEOs. It's hard to pick them out. But they need to reorganize their process a little bit to really embrace all this. And part of that in marketing is faster iteration. I mean, we've worked with brands that spend a month building a campaign, very literally. Wow. They've got to move data around. To change one little piece of text requires like going back to their vendor. And we work with brands that think that's unacceptable, and they think minutes or hours is
speed is a necessity.
So it'll go from efficiency to more intelligent efficiency, and that efficiency will eventually stop being mired in things like cost per click and be focused on real business outcomes.
Interesting. As a CTO, with kind of the whole advent of vibe coding and being able to program so much faster now, feels like a lot of agencies, especially holding companies, are asking for like co-authoring of new product features, things that are unique to them. They want to build stuff with you versus just buy things. Do you think that's a development that is exciting, or does that create a little bit of chaos when each holding company wants something that's unique and proprietary so they can go back to their clients and say, hey, we've got something that no one else has?
Yes. I mean, like you're in my head. That's what's keeping me up is understanding how they're going to consume this. If they're consuming it for a feature, if they're consuming it as an operating system, how to help them get the most of it. And the questions I keep talking to agencies about is, what do you need to ultimately make your customers more successful, which should bounce back, give you more money. Us as a partner gives us more money as well, which continues to drive innovation and investment. I think the future is very uncertain. There's been a lot of announcements in the last 2 or 3 weeks that have made people be very curious. We've got design patterns we feel really confident about that touch on things like headless, that touch on things like even where the bidder lives for traditional programmatic, and the role of the SSP in it. But most of the people at this conference right now are reading the news and waiting for some of these new trends, new capabilities to anchor
See where
them.
it shakes out.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, if folks want to continue to follow along with your thought leadership or learn more about Zeta, where do you want to send them?
Zetaglobal.com.
All right, let's go. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Don.
Appreciate you.